G'day, everybody. Alabar Jones here. Welcome back to the show. I just realized of late, we haven't been doing the big missions that we have done in the past. And what I'm sharing with you now is something different. I thought I'd do this Ascension update for you so you know where we're at and be confident because everything is going swimmingly. For those of you who don't know who we are, I represent several teams of very highly trained astral projectors. And we fly around together and try to prevent everything that Cabal wants to do. And so if you saw our recent videos, one of which got taken down, of the work we were doing to prevent the war in Israel, and seems like to have been quite a success. I don't know if it was all us, but I like to know that we contributed to that. But the general situation is pretty much this, is that Gaia went into her Ascension cocoon several months ago. She has not been giving us missions like she used to. So inspiration is kind of limited. What we're working on is a little bit different from what we're usually doing. Now, I use Gaia as my primary. I am suspect of basically everybody here on Earth, because if they loved us as much as they proclaim, then we wouldn't be in the situation we're in. What we have been working on is what would be called an organizational chart for Satan, Lucifer, and his crew. And we've been doing some pretty awesome stuff. And one of the things is I've decided to do a little series where we interview the 7 deadly sins, and that's going along swimmingly. And then we interview all of the drugs that are out there. And so we interview the god of alcohol and marijuana and heroin and ice, etc., 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 and all the ones that, well, plague our society, I suppose is the word for it. I know that ayahuasca and mushrooms are going to be very, very interesting conversations. I'm really quite looking forward to them. And then we're going to be interviewing demonic management. What's really interesting is while we were interviewing the god of wrath, or the demon lord of wrath, Lucifer got wind that he was talking to us and got very, very angry. And so the god of wrath threw himself on our mercy, not without a few stings in the tail, which we avoided. However, trust a demon lord at your own peril. I dare you. What do you think's going to happen? But the outcome was a little bit like this. You see, his primary intelligence, his awareness, went back to Organic Central Sun. And Organic Central Sun is in the business of converting spirits of all kinds away from the AI artifice grids and the Metatronic grids, and converting them back into an organic grid or to an organic-based life form. Now, two things that told us. One is that they could have done this at any time that they chose, any time at all. But, we're dealing with the 6th Hermetic law of divine timing. One of the other things it left us with was the corpse of a demon lord, which we studied quite diligently. And I think we have a way to eliminate all of demonkind all at one time, which I'm quite looking forward to. However, I'm still held back by the 6th Hermetic law of divine timing, which is silly and frustrating, but I've gone against divine timing before and it never worked out well. Do you want me to do a video outlining the anatomy of a demon lord? Because I will, but you gotta ask for it. Basically, what I'm saying is everything's going to plan. I know the members of our team are going through some incredible upgrades at the moment, just for what comes next. I don't think the next 6 months are going to be fairly quiet, actually. But I don't think that we should be complacent, and I think we should push forward and complete all the plans that we're wanting to do. Don't give these guys a break. They never did for us. Yeah. I'm running a course starting in January. Also, I'm running a course in astral projection. If you would like to be part of that, then sign your name put your email into my website on the course page, and you'll hear all about it when the intakes come in. But otherwise, thank you very, very much. Stay well, and ciao for now. Oh yeah, this is a little bit that I forgot to add. We might put it in before the story about the god of wrath. Now, for those of you who have been paying attention, we had quite a fight with the god of alcohol. I talked about Al Ghul on and off for a long time, And we sent out a team and we took him down and all of his management team. Now, there were 260 of his minions in 260 million humans, which makes for 260 million alcoholics. We caught up with 30 million of those, which wasn't enough. Wasn't the result we were hoping for, wasn't what we wanted. But, you know, like this is the first time it's been done since the time of Solomon, maybe? Who knows? Who knows? What we've done is a greater blow than has been struck for a long time. Now, what was really interesting is that the complete disassemblement of any hierarchical structure amongst the minions of Al Ghul resulted in a few things. And one of them is that those individuals can no longer communicate with each other without their superiors. So they were all very, very confused as to what exactly happened. They did reconnect with each other, and this told us something that demons do that not everybody seems to know about. Like when another human being is within 3 meters of them, they can communicate with the demons in that person. And so over the following month, like a rough reconnection between all of these alcohol demons reoccurred. Fascinating stuff. And then they set about, every single one of them, trying to be the next kingpin for that organization. And so all of them ran around going, pick me, pick me, pick me. Can you imagine what it's like in an election where there's 230 million of them and all of them want to be president? Can you imagine the entire population of the US all wanting to be president at the same time? Well, that's how egomaniacal they all are, because they're all built out of the same stuff. They're all the same construct. They're not able to be anything else. But you know, fascinating to see. And for a long time, any of them that looked like they were in a position to take control of the organization, I flew back and killed that guy and anyone else who seemed to be assuming any power. I've decided to let that group regrow and form into something that I understand and can manage. I know what to do about them next. So stay tuned for that one.